each store got locks, I got some justice shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos, cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates seen a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 43. Begin.
Now it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
A gain of 14. And the Jets first down.
Here goes Hunt. 150. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Check three. And 80. Crunch.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go. Tighten up. Hey, Foxtrot. Tighten up. Pull it together. Watch the end. Ready.
So that'll back him up 5.
Set. 50, Mike, 50. Run your job. Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Key to tight end. We got 4. And 80.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Letting one go deep for a moonwalk. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Mike 50. Coming. Out.
Third and long, it's Darnold. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Watch the safety creep. Check.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Back at the 49-yard line.
Here we go. Ball trot. And the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson rolling to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. All day, defense, all day. All day. No. Off. Check 52.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Going deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 61 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the shoot. Hey, check 24.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
We're going to sack. Mike, 50 seconds. Here we go. Man left. Hey, 4 down. I got 11.
A first down throw, Darnold. That's into the hands of Edwards. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Motion. Man, 80. Here we go.
Darnold on first down. That one complete to Anderson. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Darnold now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Again, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Mike 57. I got him. Man, 80. 57 to Mike.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Open man is Anderson. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, alert 3. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
X3, 218, chopper.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? After 7-0 on EA Sports. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? A shotgun snap for Darnold. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. But one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing. Change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
You ready, okay?
On first down, it's Grant. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Jets' 34-yard line.
Ready? Come on. 57. I'm here all day. 57's a mic. 57's a mic. 6-man.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson got his man. It's Eifert. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Quinnen Williams in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
Jackson now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Check 24, check 24.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Darnold. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Check it out, Reed.
Hey, high 7.
And they are going for it. Darnold. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. He was looking for a Nunwa there.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, move. Zoom. Shut up.
Here's Grant. Up to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Danny. That's it. 57.
This is Grant. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 23.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. They will run with Grant. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. They'll run on 1st down. Grant. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
At the 8-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Defense, keep it up, guys. Rush in.
AFC title game, 2nd quarter action. 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
A gain of 13 yards. First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No.
Lady, here we go.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let's go, Mike, 50, Mike.
Faking the give, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
Mike, 57. Watch the run.
Hey, Charlie.
57 to Mike. Watch 57. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 57 to Mike. Hey, tight. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Go.
Get in the weight room. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Letting one go deep for a noon walk. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper skipper. I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. It got his man complete. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Pittsburgh. 66. Bullet. Pass. You better be right.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Darnold. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. Darnold from the gun. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Corey Grant in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Right back to him on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Forced out to his left. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
50 seconds left. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 37. Check 37. And he's checking. Now, lady. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Jet.
On first down, here's Breida. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, I got it. That's me.
They run again with Breida. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On second and goal, Darnold. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He couldn't hook up with a Nunwa that time.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. J.J. Watt, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the gun, Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line.
Well, that's the down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Hey, we go, son.
57, Mike 57. Watch the back. Switch.
Lady.
36.
So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Eric Armstead able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Hey, Haywood.
Coming to you.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Switch. Check safety.
On 3rd down, Jackson. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being...
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle. Throwing on second down, Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. J.J. Watt in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list.
Ready. Time to end it. I'm coming. Mike 57. I'm coming after you.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
I see you over there.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Going deep for Eifert. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Go. 57. Mike 57. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Just like that.
Jackson from the shotgun. Going deep downfield for Wrong. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Got an open man, it's a noon one. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Lady.
Here's Breida. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
We're going to sign.
50 seconds to Mike. Time to go night night.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold. That'll be complete to Breida. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Third and 2, Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Brian Poole. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Sign.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got to double up, double up. Kill, kill, kill.
They run with Breida, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get them a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Zerline connects on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
To try again after the sack. Jackson, he completes this one to Mack. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now the Bengals on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And Eifert has it. And all the way down to the 35. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 50 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing is Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Jackson now. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Marcus Johnson, 41 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They're going to try and run. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a give coming right is Breida. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
This is Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Now it's Breida. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets will extend their lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Here goes Hunt.
57's right. Not today, you are. Not today.
And they will take a knee here.
Donald on the keeper.
And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.